Let there be tears for what you have done. Let there be sorrow and deep grief. Let there be sadness instead of laughter and gloom instead of joy. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up in honor. Amen. Let's get straight to the video. My name is Amir, and I want to be a biochemist since I was a kid, and let me tell you why. Starting with what a biochemist is. A biochemist is a scientist who studies the chemical processes that occur within living organisms such as cells, proteins, and DNA. Their job involves understanding how these processes work and how they can be manipulated to develop new treatments, medicines, and technologies. Biochemists work in a variety of settings, including universities, research institutes, pharmaceutical companies, and government agencies, and they typically require a strong background in biochemistry, biology, chemistry, and molecular biology, as well as excellent laboratory and analytical skills. Some specific responsibilities of a biochemist may include conducting research experiments to better understand biological systems and processes, analyzing data and interpreting results, developing new drugs, vaccines, and diagnostic tools, studying the structure and function of biomolecules such as proteins and nucleic acids, investigating the metabolic pathways and biochemical reactions that occur in cells, developing new techniques and instruments for biochemical research, collaborating with other scientists such as geneticists, microbiologists, and pharmacologists, presenting research findings in academic papers, presentations, and conferences, staying up to date with the latest advances and developments in the field of biochemistry. Tasks of a biochemist may include conducting research experiments, designing and conducting experiments to study biochemical processes such as metabolic pathways, protein function, and gene regulation, analyzing data using statistical software and bioinformatics tools to analyze and interpret data from experiments, developing new techniques, creating new laboratory techniques and instruments to study biochemical processes, purifying and characterizing biomolecules, isolating and studying the properties of biomolecules such as proteins, nucleic acids, and metabolites. The work environment, biochemists typically work in laboratories and offices conducting experiments and analyzing results. They often work full-time, with 69% working in full-time roles and 31% working part-time. Biochemists tend to have a set schedule and work routine with little variety in their day-to-day basis. While being a biochemist is not particularly physically demanding, it does require attention to detail and a high level of intelligence, which most people don't have. But I'm working on it. Additionally, biochemists often work in teams and collaborate with other scientists, requiring effective communication skills, which I also have to work on when talking to people. But it is what it is. We ain't judging here, all right? Next up, we got educational requirements. To become a biochemist, you need to earn a bachelor's degree in biochemistry, biology, or chemistry, or a related field. During your undergraduate studies, you will learn about the chemical processes that occur in living organisms. Additionally, a graduate degree, such as a master's or a PhD in biochemistry, molecular biology, or a related field, is required for most research-based biochemist positions. Honestly, the training you need is everything I said last slide. So let's just talk about the schools. Some schools that offer a biochemistry major include Princeton, Harvard, Amherst, Swarthmore, or California Polytechnic State University. Those are just the best of the best. That's not just like the schools that offer biochemistry. Other schools offer biochemistry too. As of the salary range for a biochemist in 2024, 2025, it's like 70K, 71K. On to skills needed. You need strong analytical skills, laboratory techniques, critical thinking, communication skills, and familiarity with bioinformatic tools. First, strong analytical skills is basically a biochemist being able to analyze and interpret complex data. Next, laboratory techniques is just a proficiency in various laboratory techniques such as pipetting, centrifugation, chromatography, and spectroscopy. Next, you got critical thinking, and basically it's a biochemist being able to design experiments, troubleshoot problems, and draw conclusions based on data, all of which require strong critical thinking skills. Next, you need communication skills, and a biochemist must be able to work effectively to communicate their research findings through written reports, presentations, and collaborations with other scientists or engineers. Next, you got familiarity with bioinformatic tools, which is increasing emphasis on genomics, and proteomics. Biochemists need to be proficient in using bioinformatic tools and databases such as BLAST, GenBank, PyMol to analyze and interpret large data assets. For skills needed part 2, biochemists need computational skills, data analysis skills, communication skills, problem solving skills, and attention to detail. Computational skills is when a biochemist often use computer programs and algorithms to analyze and model biological systems. Data analysis skills is when biochemists generate large amounts of data through experiments and simulations. Communication skills is when biochemists need to be clear and explain their research findings to other scientists. Problem solving skills is when biochemists often encounter complex problems in their research. So being able to think critically and come up with creative solutions is essential. Attention to detail is when biochemists work with tiny amounts of materials and precise measurements. So attention to detail and accuracy are crucial skills.
Song on a boombox. I'm in the bag and I'm chillin' with 2 thoughts. Look at that girl, like man, that bitch too hot. Shout out to all them cause I got 2 gloves. Jumped off the porch, now I'm on a rooftop. Ayy.